Te reo ererangi o Te Mānia. This episode was produced in Otatahi by Plains Media, with support from New Zealand On Air.
Welcome to The Real Americana with Louise
and Blair. Settle in for great music from roots, folk, country and notable singer-songwriters.
And stay for hidden gems and the stories behind these timeless classics.
Greetings and welcome everybody to The Real Americana with Louise and Blair. I'm Blair Morgan. Today I'm flying solo, though there is someone sitting where Louise usually does, because joining me here today in the studio is fellow Otatahi singer-songwriter and friend Tess Liautaud. Welcome, Tess.
Thank you.
Tess has just released a new single, Jolie, Louise, which is a great interpretation of the Daniel Lanois song from his acclaimed 1989 album Akadi. Now, long-time listeners will know Lanois is someone we return to often on this show. Through our dedicated Daniel Lanois episode, we featured on our Emmylou Harris episode, and most recently our look at the Neville Brothers. This is through Daniel Lanois' production, but as a solo artist, Akadi remains a particular favourite of both Louise and myself, and I suspect Tess. We can talk about that. What makes today's conversation especially nice is that Tess and I share quite a few musical connections. We've both released albums in the last year or so on physical product, LP and CD, as well as streaming everywhere. We both host open mic nights here in Otatahi, in our case at Evil Genius and Ferrymead. We've both had written songs about John Prine, or inspired by John Prine, and shared gigs celebrating his music. And we're both passionate admirers of Bruce Springsteen's Nebraska, an album that we had an episode devoted to near the end of last year. So today we'll talk about Tess's Franco-American heritage, the story behind covering the song, the Daniel Lanois song, and other influences that inform her music. As I say, welcome to the show, Tess. First of all, your background, music background, segueing into your Franco-American heritage, tell us about how that all influenced the music that you grew up with.
Yeah. The Franco-American heritage is basically I'm born in France, in Paris, from a French dad and American mother, and grew up in France, so went to school there. But I must say that both my parents really influenced my musical upbringing. My dad is a musician, and my mom is a dancer, and they both love music, have played music in the house so much. And with my mom, we particularly share the love of rock and roll and going to the shows. So we've gone to so many shows together, and she's been with me, waiting in lines, sleeping on the street for my first shows when I was a teenager and stuff. So they really shaped in their own ways, and then so both of their tastes just really came together.
Great,
yeah.
And any particular, can you just remember what's kind of the earliest record you might have heard or something you kind of gravitated to?
I mean, I think that my parents have great taste because I grew up listening to, my mom is absolute Rolling Stones.
Ah, really?
fan, yeah. And my dad she listens to a lot of things, but my dad also listens to a lot of blues and a lot of, I feel like it was quite eclectic. Sundays we would listen to, he would put on some classical music. And
yeah. So
it's like a mix. But I do think I got a lot of the American classics from my mom.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with growing up in France, so this could be a stupid question, but the English-French language, tell me about that. Are you the bilingual aspect? Yeah. Tell us.
Well, I don't know how it is for other people because I've always grown up bilingual from the get-go. And I guess that's just shapes your vision of the world slightly differently, the things that you absorb and relate to. But I just always found myself relating to music in English. And I think once I started tapping into that, I developed my voice in English, and my artistic voice is in English. And I don't know why I didn't gravitate to French for that, but of course, I grew up listening, like there was French music around me, but it's not something I fully absorbed in the same way. There's like these classics and things that, of course, like if I heard them songs from 30 years ago, I'm like, probably sing them, but it's not like what I absorbed into my artistic kind of repertoire.
Right.
So back to the song, that's why like that song was interesting for me, because it's a really bilingual song.
It certainly is. And when did you do you recall first hearing it?
I don't remember first hearing it, but it was actually a song that was released the year of my birth. So my mother would have been just like kind of freshly in France, from the States, like a few years, and she told me so many times that she was, like she was listening to the radio in the 80s and 90s, and that's how she was discovering all the music, and French music in particular. So she was like singing, like, and learning how to speak French too. Like she was absorbing through the music, and so she remembered that song being around and coming out around that time. And so there's always been these little moments of like kind of singing that song a little bit. And recently, when I went back to France for a family holiday, which I hadn't been back for a few years, but my mom brought it up again, and so she was trying to remember the words and getting my dad to sing along to it, and I kind of went back into that song and actually learned it, which I had never done before.
Great. Well, look, I think that's a good chance to just let's pause and let's play your version of Jolie, Louise. Here it is.
Jolie, how do you do? Mon nom est Jean-Guy Thibault-Leroux. I come from east of Gatineau. My name is Jean-Guy, ma Jolie. J'ai une maison à la fontaine, where we can live if you marry me. Une belle maison à la fontaine, where we can live. Jolie Louise, ma jolie Louise. Tous les matins au soleil, I did work till work was done. Tous les matins au soleil, I will work till work is done. Then one day, old man said, Jean-Guy, we must let you go. Et puis mon nom est pas bon at the mill anymore. Oh, Louise, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. My kids are small, 4 and 3. Et la bouteille, she's mon amie. I drink the rum till I can't see. It hides the shame Louise does not see. A carousel turning my head. No, no, no. And the rage, it's hurting my head. And Louise, I struck her down, down on the ground. I'm losing my head. I'm losing my head. I'm losing my head. Septembre 63, kids are gone, so is Louise. Ontario, there they go, near la ville de Toronto. Now my tears, they roll down tous les jours. Whoa, and I remember the days and the promises that we made. Oh, Louise, my jolie Louise, my jolie Louise, my jolie Louise.
With her cover of the Daniel Lanois song Jolie, Louise, that's Tess Liautaud, who is here with me in the studio today. That's a great version, Tess. You've changed the feel a bit from the Lanois version. And by that, it always seemed to me that Lanois has this kind of, it's almost like a two-step, almost a very rigid tempo, with a bass line that kind of alternates. I won't get too kind of down in the weeds here. Louise will tell me off. Yeah, tell me about your approach to, I guess, arranging it.
Well, I guess, like I said, like I sort of rediscovered it more recently, like in terms of like actually thinking, oh, I should sing this song and play it, that never occurred to me before. And I started playing it, just on the acoustic guitar, and then I was still in France at that point, and then I came back to New Zealand and showed it to my band, and we started playing it, and it was immediately felt really nice, and started playing it at almost all of our shows, toured it, and so I guess that's the thing too. It's like it's been played for a few years now with this band, and I guess there's this ease, and that's actually why I wanted to record it. It was like this. It's something that we've been playing for a while, and that's part of like our sets, and part of now is a bit more part of my identity too. Yeah. So it's got some nice flourishes there. You've got the harmonica blast that comes in, which I always like that. And Lanois' original was quite accordion centric. Yeah, accordion, yeah.
And you've got some nice other organic type instruments happening in there. I hear a little bit of banjo and I hear a little bit of pedal steel and obviously some violin.
Double bass too.
Double bass.
Yeah.
Great.
Which is nice to have. My bass player Michael Keim, for the last few years we've been performing. It was on electric bass to serve my band, but his original instrument is double bass, so it was like these recordings, this song needs that.
Yeah, and a double bass always gives a nice kind of, you can't replicate that sound anywhere.
Yeah, it's like a richness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, look, that's fantastic. So just for our listeners, that's out there at the moment. It's out there streaming everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
It is, yes. Since last week, it's been a week, yeah.
Yeah. We want to turn to some of the other influences. I mentioned in our intro, someone we both admire that's influenced us is Bruce Springsteen.
Definitely. You could say that he's influenced a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't even mentioned about that time that you actually jumped up on the stage with him.
Yeah, yeah. That's actually my 10-year anniversary of that moment.
Right.
Happening. Yeah, it was at a show in Paris, and it was kind of the era when he was still. He always interacts and just gives so much to his audience, but he got me up on stage because I had a sign that said I played his songs in Paris and like in the bars.
Yeah.
Some friends of mine made me make the sign, and I was really resistant to it. But in the moment, it was close to the end of the show, and I was like, I'll just, like, what do I have to lose,
Yeah.
I don't know. And he read it, and he got me up on stage, and they handed me a guitar, and we started jumping up and down. And he handed me a pick, and I actually didn't take the pick that he handed me because his guitar tech had just handed me a pick, and I was like, in my mind, I was confused. But then people were like, you didn't take the pick that Bruce Springsteen handed to you?
Yeah. Wow. The only thing I can equate to that is when he was here in 2017, I took along a sign, and the sign was, he covers that song, and in fact, I haven't really thought about this till now, but the Cajun number is Jolie Blonde, which is the song he did with Gary U.S. Bonds. Anyway, I took the sign along, and I remember Louise, because we lived in Wellington at the time, and so we flew down here for the concert, and Louise kind of told me off for, I bought her this expensive ink and so on to do the sign. I got our son to do the sign, and yes, I took it into the show, held it up. They were the days when he was taking sign requests, and he indeed did pick it out early on. And then he pointed at it, then he kept going, then he came back and pointed to me again. Everyone's saying, hey, he's pointing at you. And so then the sign went to the front of the stage and he played it, which is good. Played that song, which I love that cover he does of that. Yeah. So, yeah, look, so we have our Bruce stories, but on that note, you've chosen a song of his that's slightly obscure, but it's appeared in a compilation I seem to remember about maybe 20 years ago, but it's not on an album. But do you?
Yeah, it's on. I mean, I remember hearing it. I think it was on a sort of greatest hits, but like it was like quite a long compilation.
Yes, and it's called County Fair, and it's by a band I hadn't heard of called Ward Hayden and the Outliers, but you indeed have heard of them. In fact, you've played with them.
Yeah, they're a band from Boston. They're very like country honky-tonk kind of band. And I met them in September last year for the first time, and we were actually in Sweden. We were both touring in Sweden. They do that really regularly now, and I think they had like a 6-piece band doing the whole tour. And we shared a show together, and they were just like the nicest guys. And we obviously had this in common where they were actually touring in this album that they, you know, like we all kind of dream we could just do that, but like they were like, well, let's just do it. Let's just do our own Bruce Springsteen album. And so they did two. They did one called Little by Little and one called Piece by Piece. And so they did their own takes on some songs, and it's like with a more country twist. But this song is quite country anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then their own music is obviously really great too. But
great. Well, let's hear a version of County Fair.
Every year when summer comes around, they stretch a banner across the main street in town. You can feel something's happening in the air. Well, from Carol's house on Telegraph Hill, you can see the lights going up out on Soldiers Field, getting ready for the county fair. County fair, county fair. Everybody in town will be there, so come on. Hey, we're going down there. Hey, little girl with your long blonde hair, when your daddy one of them stuffed bears, baby, down at the county fair. Now you'll be hanging tight when we hit the top. That roller coaster's ready to drop, and you brag that you wasn't even scared. 'Cause baby, you know that I just love the sound of that pipe organ on the merry-go-round, baby, down at the county fair. At the north end of the field, they set up a stand, and they got a little rock and roll band, people dancing out in the open air. It's James Young and the Immortal Ones, two guitars, baby, bass and drums, just a rockin' down at the county fair. County fair, county fair. Everybody in town will be there, so come on. Hey, we're going down there.
With the version of Bruce Springsteen's County Fair, that's Ward Hayden and the Outliers, as selected by Tess Liautaud, who was here. That's a great version, Tess. Really like that. Now, you mentioned you meet these guys over in Sweden. Now, in your busy life, you're about to head over to the Northern Summer, aren't you?
I am, with a bit of fear now with the actual summer developing at the moment. But there's lots of good things also over there to be doing.
Are you going to Sweden this time at all?
It's definitely in the books. Last year I went in September, and it was my first time touring there. And it just created a lot of good connections, and just meeting the audiences and stuff was really affirming. And so they asked me to come back, and I don't know the exact timing, but it's sometime late September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So you're going in July, aren't you? And you're back early November? No.
Yeah, at the end of November, actually.
Okay.
So I am going for over 4 months. So by the time I come back here, it will actually be summer here.
Yeah. Well, no, good way to do it for sure. Now, I thought we'd move on to, you've got another selection here, and it's another one that's, I would say I really like to and rate, and it's Neil Young, who I don't think we've played on this, on our show yet, so it's great to be able to play him. And it's from the 1978 album Comes a Time, and it's the song Lot of Love. And this is a song that you cover as well, and when you play live.
Yeah, I mean, it's I play it myself, but I'm recently have been teaching it to my band. Well, we've been learning it together, so like just recreating more of that sound.
Yeah,
and we're gonna play it at our upcoming show, and it's just like it's just such a nice feel, and it's actually harder than it seems, that kind of song. Like, but yeah, it's just a great song, and a great message too.
Let's hear it.
It feels.
So if you look in my direction and we don't see eye to eye, my heart needs protection, and so do I. It's gonna take a lot of love to get us through the night. It's gonna take a lot of love to make things work out right. So if you are out there waiting, I hope you show up soon, 'cause my head needs relating, not solitude. Got a lot of love. Got a lot of love. La 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 la. Ooh. It's gonna take a lot of love to change the way things are. It's gonna take a lot of It's gonna take a lot of love.
With Lot of Love, that's Neil Young from the Comes a Time album. And I'm here with Tess Liautaud. That's a great song, isn't it, Tess? Yeah.
Yeah.
We should talk about your album that came out. It's probably about 18 months ago now, isn't it? Blue Mind. Is that right?
Yeah, it was like spring 20. Like a year and a half ago or something. At this point,
Yeah.
time flies.
Any kind of reflections on it now, looking back on it, around the I guess the recording of it, releasing of it. I mean, yeah.
I mean, as you know, I mean, albums take time to
Yes.
to come into reality, and I didn't know what kind of album I was making at the time, but it was like a sort of drawn out process anyway, which I was interesting to do it like that, and I think it was good. I think it helped construct the album in a way that felt kind of mindful, like I was kind of building little brick by brick in some kind of way. And then I felt really proud of the album before the release, and then since the release, it's definitely like lots of people have somehow found the album. And when I'm saying lots of people, it's all relative, of course, but like, I mean, people in lots of places in the world, and I don't know how it got there, but obviously doing some touring in a few other countries, and people coming to me saying that they had listened to my album and came to a show, and I guess that's what it's about, really. And so like an album is a vision, but it supports the connection, I guess, and I mean, playing live is really part of it too, but playing your songs live.
Yeah.
Bringing the songs to life, because sometimes record something, but the songs haven't lived very much yet, and then you get to like actually figure out what the songs need a bit later in the live setting. Yeah, no, I think I agree. Sometimes these songs you record them and then you play them and so on, then they do kind of grow a bit organically. I agree. Yeah. Well, look, it's been great for you to come in. Thank you, and have this chat. Me. No, look, and when you're back, we'll keep in touch. But if the new music that comes out, we'll do, keep us in mind and come down. I thought we'd end the show with something from your album Blue Mind, and it's the song "Sleepless in Christchurch." This is obviously about here in Aotearoa. Yep. Yeah. It is. So on that note, look. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Tess. And let's go out with Tess's song, Sleepless in Christchurch, and we'll see you in a fortnight. Thank you.
Maybe it's hard for you to show it. Tell me when I need to know it. Friendships ebb and flowing, never knowing where to let go, nowhere to be in the evening. Something else I've been needing. It's been over a year. I believe we're leaving. Just another sleepless night in Christchurch.
Thanks for joining us on The Real Americana with Louise
and Blair. We'll be back Tuesday in a fortnight at 5:30 p.m. right here on Plains Media, broadcasting on 96.9 FM and live streaming at plains.org.nz, where you can also find past episodes available as podcasts.
Follow us on Instagram or email us at blairmorganmusic@gmail.com. We'd love your feedback, requests, or just to hear what you're listening to.
Until next time, stay kind and keep the real Americana spirit alive.